We've made it to the middle of the week. Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. A threatening note leads to a bank robbery in the city of Kennewick. How the suspect's getaway plan all fell apart. Plus, our big story tonight, a viral post ignites a divide about student safety. The Chiawana High School claims that camera footage is contradicting. Then drivers sound off about a dangerous stretch of US 12 in Pasco, while lawmakers say current fixes aren't enough. And Stacy is tracking a first alert weather night because of wind.
That's right. We see a shaky camera or two as we take a look across our Skycam network. More changes on the way just in time for the weekend. I'll have all the details. News at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And a very good Wednesday evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy is anchoring Good Morning Northwest. It is yet another first alert weather day. Umatilla County officials are warning people to stay alert after significant flooding has closed a road. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office says a culvert near Bingham Road around milepost 23 got plugged up, so water started flowing over the road with debris and sediment, making it unsafe to drive through. The road is closed until further notice. Deputies say don't try to drive through flooded roadways. Follow all closure signs and directions from emergency crews. All right, so for more on our forecast, let's turn it over now to First Alert Stacy Lee live in our weather center. Lots going on yet again.
Water, snow, wind, and yeah, remember the old saying there, turn around, don't drown. All right, First Alert weather day, gusty winds through 2 a.m. Overnight. Kittitas Valley, Blue Foothills did not disappoint. We've been seeing big wind all day long with gusts 50 to 55 miles an hour. And look at that. We're still seeing strong gusty winds in Hermiston. Pendleton was up to 60 miles an hour a little earlier today. Ellensburg still gusty at 41. So good news is winds will start to decrease. Bad news is you still got a couple more hours of them. Look at this shaky camera looking down into the Yakima Valley from the Atanum Ridge on the Bi-Mart Skycam. So yep, still windy next couple of hours. Most of the rain, look at this, have dried out, but we are seeing a little bit of snow. Let's kind of zoom in on I-84 near Meacham heading towards La Grande. That's where that little bit of snow continues across the Blue Mountains. So most of that drying up though brought pretty good amount of moisture to the region. Check out some of these totals. Some folks received over an inch of rain in the last 24 hours. So that's contributing to rising rivers, creeks, and streams. Here's a great picture of one on our Reason to Smile, thanks to our friend Dee. QR code right there. Again, any little waterways like this are going to be running fast and could be flowing over, and we'll talk more about that coming up. Your forecast for tomorrow looking a little bit better than today, but we're still going to be dealing with some breezy to gusty winds as you get through the afternoon. So our showers and winds are decreasing tonight. Oregon rivers on the rise. Warming trend begins as we head into the weekend. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend ahead. I'll give you all those deets coming up. Austin?
A social media post from a Pasco parent is gaining widespread attention, raising concerns about student safety and transgender bathroom policies at Chiawana High School. A Pasco city leader also sharing the post and his thoughts. But school officials I spoke to say the claims in that post are not accurate. I headed over to Pasco to find out what happened and how local people are responding.
We have to protect our young women.
Disease, that it's a new situation to them.
This viral Facebook post from a Pasco parent is sparking conversation across the Tri-Cities and beyond. The post claims a transgender student entered a girls' restroom at Chiawana High School, making another student feel unsafe. But the Pasco School District says that is not what happened. They said they would definitely not go on camera for an interview with us, but did send us and parents a statement on Wednesday. District officials say after investigating, including interviewing the student involved and reviewing camera footage, the claims made online were not accurate. They add, no transgender student was involved in this incident. The district says the post was based on secondhand information. It is inaccurate. and is urging families to come directly to them with concerns. Washington state law prohibits discrimination in public schools based on gender identity and says students have the right to use facilities that align with their gender identity. Not only has this parent's post sparked comments from others in the community, it was also spread by notable community members sharing the post, like Pasco City Councilman Leo Perales. Perales putting in his own opinion on the matter as a father, saying this should be an eye-opener, and that he is concerned the policy and state law is not working for everyone. The district maintains the incident did not happen, but as is often with social media, the story continues to spread, and that story could have serious consequences, according to PFLAG.
American Psychiatric Society does not support the fact that transgender is a mental illness. They unequivocally say it is not. So just so that we're clear, this is not a mental illness we're talking about.
Advocates say misinformation like this can put students at risk, especially those in the LGBTQ+ community.
Posts like these really harm society as a whole. Transgender people are much more prone to violence, as I've stated. They also, posts like this, as they gain traction, because of the fearful emotional nature, increase fearful emotional responses from others.
At the same time, some leaders say the situation highlights ongoing concerns from parents about privacy in school restrooms.
We have seen a lot of, obviously, bills come forward in Washington state, as well as an initiative process in Washington state on parental bills of rights, as well as having females in female sports only. And so we have been, on the House Republican side, of course, been pushing for making sure our girls are safe and protected. And I think that you just showed me the post. I haven't had a chance to read it or review the comments, but it has come to a weird spot in Washington state. I am like one of the original girls, I wouldn't say original girls, but I came from the era of where girls' rights were starting.
Apple Valley News Now also spoke with the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction, who adds any student who needs or desires increased privacy should be provided access to an alternative restroom or changing area. State law prohibits discrimination in public schools on the basis of gender identity and gender expression. The Pasco School District says its priority remains student safety, privacy, and respect, while encouraging families to report concerns directly to school staff.
Facts have shown that there is no threat of violence within the transgender community. In fact, there's 0.1% of all violent crimes are committed by transgender individuals.
And we will continue to push back. I mean, right now that is not happening with the policies that are coming out of Olympia and the other side of the aisle.
We reached out to John Stewart, who was the parent who made the original post. Stewart would not do an on-camera interview. He said he would send us a statement, but we have not heard back. School officials say they hope correcting the misinformation will prevent any students from being targeted. Other news tonight, a man under arrest in downtown Kennewick after police say he tried to rob Key Bank and then he fled the scene. KPD says it first got a call right around 12 noon from an employee inside the bank who said a man gave a teller a note saying that he had a gun and wanted money. The man didn't know someone had called the cops, and when police arrived at the scene, he ran out the front door. After running down Auburn Street and into a yard on 3rd Avenue, a homeowner tackled the man and police arrested him. Police say it is not the man's first run-in with the law this week.
It was a theft case on April 20th. He walked out of Target with a cart full of items, and he was found a short distance away. And he was arrested and booked into jail that day for felony theft second degree. And so he was out of jail and committed this bank robbery today.
Police say that they did not find a gun on the man, and he has been arrested for first-degree robbery. Following up now, a rollover crash on State Route 240 in Kennewick under investigation after a driver lost control and flipped their vehicle. Washington State Patrol says this crash happened right around 5:15 last night near Edison Street. Troopers say the driver was traveling westbound when the vehicle suddenly veered into the median and rolled over. Investigators believe inattention may be to blame, though speed and other factors are still under review. The 73-year-old driver was taken to the hospital with minor injuries and later released.
You know, I've been working here out of this office since about 2013, and it always amazes me how many vehicles end up in that median in the section of 240 or in the golf course if you're going westbound to the right.
Troopers also reminding drivers that even being on your phone at a stoplight is illegal in Washington, and say staying focused behind the wheel can prevent crashes like this. A stretch of US 12 in Pasco has become a growing safety concern with repeated, serious, and even deadly crashes over the years. Despite new state efforts aimed at fixing high-risk corridors, drivers say the dangers here haven't gone away. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says questions are mounting about when real changes will happen and what's being done in the meantime.
Along US 12 near Tank Farm Road, drivers say the danger isn't new. It's something they deal with every day. On social media, viewers are speaking out. Caleb Crawdad asks, will a reduced speed limit help there? Katrina Mull-Dixon says the only thing that would help is an overpass. Some of those semis are pushing to get across, and it's scary sometimes. Michelle Mellenbacher says lowering speed limits won't fix the problem, adding even past attempts at controlling traffic didn't work out well for trucks. And Hunter Johnson says he's had to slam on his brakes multiple times to avoid vehicles pulling out, especially trucks crossing lanes. Those concerns point to a bigger issue. How is this corridor designed?
We have what's called at-grade intersections. So there's no real good way to cross the road without an overpass or an underpass. If you're making a left turn, you're potentially crossing 4 lanes of traffic.
WashDOT says it's made changes over time, adding merge lanes and lowering speeds in some areas.
We created acceleration and deceleration lanes. Our most current change is we've reduced the speed limit, but that will give people just a little bit more reaction time.
But drivers say it's not just speed. It's how traffic moves through the intersection.
We do feel like there's more work to be done in terms of public education. Obviously, not everyone knows how to drive those.
Long-term fixes like restricting turns or redesigning intersections are on the table, but not funded. State Senator Nikki Torres says the process is moving.
I'm really happy to hear that Walla Walla is already taking a step to ensure that that stretch right there, which is part of Walla Walla County, they're already going to be hosting planning to host a public hearing.
Representative Mark Clicker, who wrote a companion bill, says those hearings help decide what changes comes next.
Public hearings, bring the constituents in, come up with what they have to say, what their ideas are.
For now, drivers will keep navigating a corridor where the risks are well known. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
State leaders say the new law aimed at improving high-risk corridors won't take effect until June, and that major upgrades will depend on funding and local planning. The News at 6 is just getting started. Up next, lawmakers break down new state laws and what they mean for local residents. The legislative session wrap-up at the Hapo Center. That story is new at 6. Plus, Stacy is coming back with a look at your full First Alert forecast. As we leave you to break, live pictures from both Ellensburg and Richland.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price. And that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
If you want more miles per gallon and less pain at the pump, check out Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker, featuring the award-winning Civic Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, and Accord Hybrid. So whether it's a trip across country for vacation or just across town for practice, Honda helps make your ride more affordable. And right now, well-qualified buyers can lease CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month or get 2.49% APR financing. For deals and details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
This April, something Something big is about to bloom. It's Pedals and Payouts at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Every weekend, the money tree blooms with over $4,000 in cash and free play. And the amount increases until it's won. Then, on Saturday, April 25th, 4 grand prize finalists will try to grow their riches over $10,000 in cash and prizes. Spring is paying off with Pedals and Payouts, only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Spring isn't just a season, it's a feeling. It's mornings that move you, moments that stretch out, laughter that lingers a little longer, and spaces that welcome everyone home. Refresh your living room, bedroom, and dining room with savings up to 50% off. Plus, enjoy up to 60 months, no interest financing. Visit a More Furniture showroom near you or online at morefurniture.com.
You got shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long COVID. You got chills, brain fog, depression, fever, can't smell, or taste. Could be long COVID. One more time.
Walla Walla Sweets Baseball has been a beacon of our community spirit for 16 seasons. But behind every swing and every catch lies a question: where do our players call home during the season? The answer is simple: with you, our incredible host families. It's more than just housing a player, it's about becoming part of their journey. Watching our players chase their dreams is incredibly rewarding. Become a host family and be part of something bigger than the game. Together, we are Walla Walla Sweets.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
CancerGuard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
That really is good to know.
CancerGuard, from the makers of Cologuard.
Dateline tonight on Apple Valley News Now's My Network TV.
New at 6, we head to Pasco, where local lawmakers spoke in the city today at a Tri-City Regional Chamber of Commerce event. The chamber hosted its legislative session wrap-up luncheon at the Hapo Center. Several state legislators, including Representative April Connors and Senator Curtis King of Yakima, provided updates on new laws and what they could mean for the Tri-Cities and Yakima Valley. From the Washington State Sheriff's Bill to the Millionaire's Tax and Crash Prevention Zone legislation, even farming laws, a variety of topics were covered.
This year, there were a little under 1,200 bills that were introduced. In a long session, there's between 1,200 and 1,600. So in a 60-day short session, that is a lot.
And there were a lot of bills that were being passed that don't really fare well for our different communities.
And only 200 and some made it out this session. It's the supplemental year. We're only supposed to come back and fix and make some tweaks.
The event was for both members and non-members of the chamber, where afterwards guests were able to speak one-on-one with some of the legislative guest speakers. Leaders in the city of Granger say they are working to balance a tight budget while still meeting the growing needs of their community. New at 6, our William Albert spoke with city leaders there in Yakima County about how they are staying financially responsible.
The city of Granger, known to many as where the dinosaurs roam, is a small agricultural community in Yakima County with a population of just over 3,600. Incorporated in the early 1900s, the city remains rooted in agriculture and farming-related industries. Mayor Hilda Gonzalez says she and the city council are working through policies, processes, and long-term planning as they look ahead, including preparing for potential development.
Either it's develop their property or build homes. And so we've had quite a few developers come in and they inquire about the process. They want to know more about how to start the development process.
Gonzalez says the city is also working on key infrastructure needs, including updating its wastewater treatment planning and addressing aging systems across the community. But like any city, maintaining a balanced budget remains one of its biggest priorities.
Granger city officials tell me that due to the community's small size, the city has a relatively small budget. And they tell me that because of that small budget, choosing between the wants and the needs of the city and which projects to fund can prove to be a challenge sometimes.
We roughly have about a $6 million budget for the year. And, you know, it's a pretty frugal budget is what I'll say. It's a very lean budget.
Gonzalez says while the city's overall budget remains in the black, some essential services like streets and the local library rely heavily on general funds and do not generate enough dedicated revenue to fully support themselves.
Streets is a underfunded, I would say, mandate where we don't generate enough revenue for the amount of need that is required to maintain and repair streets.
The City of Granger is looking ahead to 2026 with a focus on collaboration, long-term planning, and maintaining physical responsibility. In Granger, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
William, thank you for that story. City leaders say continued community input will play a key role in shaping future priorities.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, it's been a wild weather day, but things are going to be changing. Here's what we have, but look way out here. Ridge of high pressure, I call it the happy button. It's going to start moving in and drying things out and warming things up. But this is the tail end of the system that's moving through the region. And you can see it slowly leaving. It was lingering quite a bit. Most of the rain has dried up, as you can see, but we still have a few snowflakes, and even those are starting to dissipate as we move through the night. So the I-84 corridor between Pendleton and LeGrand, we're still seeing a few snowflakes, but most of that has dried up. Again, pretty good amount of snow at Tollgate, and the winter weather advisory will expire overnight as well. Futurecast looking pretty good. Now we do have a little bit of a stray shower, which will move through late Thursday night into early Friday, 7 p.m. Thursday night, and it might linger into the early morning hours. But for the most part, things are going to be calm and smooth as we head into this coming weekend. So we do have minor flooding we're concerned about thanks to the Umatilla River, the heavy showers that fell around the region. And again, we're keeping a close eye on that. There is a flood advisory and a flood watch in place all through the areas in green that you can see on your screen. So rivers, creeks, and streams flowing out of the Blue Mountains. That's the Umatilla River. Around the Pendleton area, we could see flooding there as well. Action stage for the Walla Walla River at Toushie. We're kind of keeping an eye, not really thinking that's going to flood. However, that Umatilla River will hit minor flood stage at Gibbon and also in Pendleton through 11 o'clock tomorrow. So again, if you see any standing water on the roadways, please go around. Whoa, look at that camera shaking. It's pretty windy as we peek into the Yakima Valley on our Bi-Mart Skycam. Winds from the west-northwest at 16 miles per hour, but the gust much higher than that. 60 degrees, and yes, there's your gust. So especially anybody up on those upper elevations, the winds are more intense. Ellensburg still gusty this evening, Sunnyside breezy. Hermiston and Pendleton have been windy all day today. So again, we'll be cognizant of that. Our overnight lows tonight, 30s and 40s, staying above the freezing levels, so not too bad. Gusty winds once again through the region tomorrow, with Ellensburg being the hot spot, 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts, but most of our area will be seeing breezy to gusty winds. Now, the good news is temperatures will be on the rise and we'll have more sunshine instead of the pesky rain that we had to deal with today. In fact, take a look at our 7-day planner here in Ellensburg. I see blue skies all the way through the middle of next week. And this is what it looks like in Yakima. Again, 68 degrees tomorrow. That's going to be nice. A little breezy as you head into spring barrel tasting weekend. It's going to be perfect weather for that through the valley. Tri-Cities also looking at a great weekend. Lots of sporting events going on and lots of outdoor activities, but the weather is going to cooperate. I think it's just right for those people that like it under 70 degrees. Hermiston also a little bit breezy for the next few days, but really good weather, and we see 70-degree temps popping up starting on Tuesday. And in Walla Walla, that stray shower a little bit later in the afternoon on Thursday, and then things look much more settled after that. So good looking forecast, Austin. Little wild day. We told you. We knew today was going to be that day.
Yeah. I talked to a couple people and they enjoyed it, myself included. I liked it. It was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a different pace.
There you go.
So, all right. Thank you, Stacey. Coming up next, an electric wheelchair explodes into flames in southern Florida. How one woman's quick thinking prevented a house fire.
Remember 1981? Car payments were $200, maybe $300 a month? Yeah, we missed that. During our 45th anniversary, we're not bringing back the 17% interest rates or the hairstyles, but we are bringing back something better. Payments that actually make sense. Drive home a new Honda with modern tech, safety, and reliability with real offers that work today. Enter to win $4,500 for you and $4,500 for a local nonprofit. Stop by any McCurley location to enter. No purchase necessary. McCurley Honda, your way home.
Looking for a laundry upgrade? Swing into Fred's Appliance and shop the best selection of top-rated washer and dryer sets. Come in today to take advantage of our in-stock, get-it-today inventory with the lowest price guaranteed. At Fred's Appliance, we promise you will experience hassle-free shopping with local expert help every step of the way. At Fred's, we still have the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
In South Florida, fiery moments caught on camera. An electric wheelchair bursts into flames outside of a home. The owner said she woke up Sunday morning after she heard a clicking noise come from the wheelchair as it was charging. She unplugged it because it was hot, then took it outside for safety. Only minutes after she moved a trailer to a safer spot, the wheelchair ignited. Fire officials say it was the owner's quick actions that saved her home. Luckily, no injuries. Now to a surprising sight in upstate New York. A bear was spotted lounging in a tree in Albany on Tuesday, forcing officials to shut down nearby streets as a precaution. The bear was eventually captured after it was sedated and fell into a net. It is not the first time a bear has climbed a tree in the city. In 2022, wildlife authorities captured a bear using the same method before safely relocating it. Still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, a major milestone in Benton County Recovery Court today, the graduation ceremony celebrating new beginnings.
Good morning, Northwest, #1 in the morning. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now on your side.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
So I'm a general dentist who focuses on Invisalign, airway dentistry, and early interceptive orthodontics. We have such a diverse group of providers, and they all have their own special subset of skills and area of expertise and things that they really enjoy doing. I mean, we have a really broad variety of skill sets here, and so I think it's really nice to be able to have all that collaboration in-house to be able to treat our patients. I think balance is my biggest accomplishment. I'm a mom of 4 as well, and so that work-life balance I think is my biggest accomplishment. Being able to have a professional career and also balancing that family life, I think to me, feels like a pretty big accomplishment.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Get this exceptional offer on a 2026 Cadillac Optic. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
If you want more miles per gallon and less pain at the pump, check out Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker, featuring the award-winning Civic Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, and Accord Hybrid. So whether it's a trip across country for vacation or just across town for practice, Honda helps make your ride more affordable. And right now, well-qualified buyers can lease CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month or get 2.49% APR financing. For deals and details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
CancerGuard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
That really is good to know.
CancerGuard, from the makers of Cologuard.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
You deserve a great mattress. Get one now with no credit needed for just $39 down and 100 days same as cash. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Wendy Redman is a leader in broadcast news. She breaks big stories and digs deeper.
It's sometimes dramatic, but always informative.
Wendy Redman, only one station. We're Apple Valley News Now, and we're on your side.
Always on your side.
Next, E.T. Our exclusive with the stars of the Michael movie.
That's E.T. for you.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., aging wooden docks at Columbia Park reach the end of their lifespan. The upgrades designed to last longer and keep boaters safe. Plus, Richland and Kamiakin baseball teams battle the elements and each other. The players who delivered during the Mid-Columbia Conference Showdown. That and Stacy's forecast right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
And thanks for staying with us. Austin Reed, thank you for joining us. Let's get over to First Alert's Stacy Lee. Hi there, Stacy. You've got another alert day.
Yep.
Wind. Take it away.
The wind, the rain, the snow. We had a lot of everything, but the wind was the biggest impact for most of our viewers. And again, we still are dealing with strong gusty winds this evening, and we'll continue to see them even tomorrow, not quite as drastic as we were seeing for today. Let's take a look at our wind gusts right now around the region. Still pretty blustery in Pendleton, in Hermiston, in Ellensburg, and then much lighter, but still very breezy through the area, so just enough to be annoying. Now, what has changed in the last couple hours? Those showers finally dried up. Rained for the better part of the day, and we picked up a good half an inch or more of rain, at least in the Tri-Cities anyway. Look at that humidity still up there. 57 degrees, our sunset at 7:53. There's the last of it. Bye-bye. Say goodbye to that storm, and then good riddance as far as I'm concerned. But look at these rain totals around the area. Impressive, nearly 1.5 inches in Walla Walla, over a half an inch for Tri-Cities, nearly an inch in Pendleton, as well as Sunnyside got nearly an inch of rain there today as well. Planning your evening out, things are drying out. Still could see, again, most of those rain chances are drying up after 7 p.m. Temperatures are going to stay on the cool side tonight, but comfortable, down to the 40s by 11. So showers and winds decreasing. Oregon rivers on the rise. We're tracking some potential flooding in and around northeast Oregon, and all those rivers coming out of the Blue Mountains. Our warming trend begins tomorrow, and get ready for a beautiful spring weekend. Austin.
All right, Stacey, thanks. We start this half hour with sports. A battle on the diamond Tuesday between two of the top 10 high school baseball teams in the state. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable breaks down Richland's big win over Kamiakin.
Top teams in the Mid-Columbia Conference, Richland and Kamiakin, faced off in the elements. In a close game the whole way, Richland came out on top 3-2.
You know, we know coming into this game it's going to be a good one. Kamiakin's got a really good squad over there, and obviously has some pretty big implications for the standings for the 4As, and so it's pretty huge to get this one. And the guys battled, had a heck of a game. Came down to the wire, and luckily we came out on top today.
In a one-run game, every run mattered, and that goes for the pitching and the fielding.
I did a good job, but it's the team behind me. They're the ones that helped me out. The key double play from Jackson Woodard, and then the diving play in the outfield by Braylon Edwards. Solid defense all around.
That was unreal. It was a weird ball. The wind's doing some weird stuff to the ball, and so when it was hit, you're thinking, oh man, that might get down, and it hung up there just long enough for Bray to make a good play on that. So that was awesome. It was huge.
It was a battle between two talented starting pitchers. Kamiakin's Zach Vega is committed to Gonzaga University, and Richland's Deegan Quisenberry is committed to play for the University of Washington. Quisenberry and the Bombers got the last laugh against the school he used to attend.
It shows great maturity for Deegan to be able to maintain his composure through the ups and downs of that game. His former squad, to be able to come over here and face them and beat them today was pretty big for him.
While pitching may have been the focus, it still takes runs to win. And the bats of Richland did just enough in this one.
We had a bunch of guys come in that don't normally hit and did their job, did what they're supposed to do, but it's a team effort at the end of the day. It comes down to everyone, and everyone did their job.
With the victory, Richland now controls their own destiny in their quest for the Mid-Columbia Conference title. In Richland, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Richland improves to 15-1 on the season with their next game against Chiawana. Kamiakin falls to 14-3. All right, now to your top news headlines. A popular boat launch in Kennewick is getting an upgrade with a dock replacement project now set to begin at Columbia Park. Officials say the project has been in the works since around 2021, with funding secured through a legislative grant last year. The upgrades will replace aging wooden docks that have reached the end of their lifespan. Crews will begin work Monday, the 27th, removing the old docks in phases and installing new metal-graded docks designed to last longer and improve safety for boaters.
The purpose is the aging structure of the docks, but also the new design will allow light penetration for fishery habitat.
Construction expected to take about 2 to 3 weeks, with at least one launch lane remaining open during the project. Officials say the improvements will provide safer access and better facilities at one of the busiest boat launches in the Tri-Cities. 4 members of the Benton County Recovery Court graduated from the program today. The goal of the program, of course, to help individuals who have past charges as well as a substance use disorder. Participants who graduate must maintain sobriety, make frequent court appearances, and volunteer in the community. Eligible participants who graduate from the program get their prior charges taken off their personal record.
Before, I was all over the place, causing pain and grief, my family's, but now I've got a good job. I work for a great company, Apollo Inc., and love my job. I'm just a hardworking guy now.
That's a groovy-looking bow tie. The 4 graduates of the Recovery Court received a certificate of their completion, as well as a piece of their shredded former charges. to keep as a reminder of how far they have come. Today is Earth Day, and experts say there are several things you can do to help save the planet and your future health. Mandy Gaither has some healthy habits that also help the Earth.
It's the only home we have, but caring for the Earth and your health are two things you can do at once.
Earth Day is a great reminder that what's good for our health is often good for the planet, too.
Dr. Winnie Armand with Mass General Brigham says small changes can make a big difference for both. The first way to do that is to move more. Instead of using a car, walk or bike to where you're heading.
This helps boost both physical and mental health, but it also cuts down air pollution and greenhouse gases.
Armand says eating a plant-forward diet, focusing on foods like vegetables, beans, legumes, and whole grains, can lower risk of heart disease, diabetes, and more, while also reducing the environmental footprint of our food. Next, reuse more with simple swaps. A refillable water bottle or a reusable food container cuts down on plastic waste.
This is better for our bodies and the environment, since most plastics are not recyclable and don't break down. And all this plastic ends up everywhere, our food, water, soil, and even inside us.
Armand says to be aware of fossil fuel emissions from things like idling cars or gas-powered equipment. Air pollutants aren't only bad for the environment, but can also cause many diseases. Finally, take time to enjoy the outdoors.
I'd say spend more time in nature and help create more of it, because there's actually good evidence that being in green spaces improves both mental well-being and physical health.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
As always, we get the best tips from Mandy. Dr. Armand says it is also important to share this message to help others make changes too. Up next, we'll tell you about the local Earth Day celebration, bringing the universe closer to the Tri-Cities. Then Stacey's back with a look at your first alert forecast. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is in Yakima right now. The camera is shaking. How long will the wind last? She's up next with your forecast.
Dateline tonight on Apple Valley News Now's My Network TV.
When you need longer-lasting body pain relief, try Aleve. Just one dose of Aleve provides pain relief for up to 12 hours from all types of body pain. Aleve, longer-lasting body pain relief.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Doug Jr.
Of course. Third grade is when I learned Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, a little snug. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can stay ahead of it with Dupixent for clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent, approved to treat kids as young as 6 months.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
At Legends Casino Hotel, we believe the perfect meal begins long before it reaches the table. That's why we partner exclusively with Royal Ranch, a family farm right here in Washington. From Royal Ranch to Legends, every cut of beef we serve begins on land cared for by people who believe in feeding their community responsibly. These cattle are pasture-raised, nourished through a regenerative loop that gives back to the soil and sustains the planet. For us, it's more than food. It's tradition, it's respect for the land, and pride in the people who make it possible. Treat yourself to all-natural pasture-raised, flame-broiled steaks, or melt in your mouth succulent prime rib. Try one of our towering burger creations, the legendary Mount Hood and Mount Adams. Stacked high with all your favorite fixing to satisfy the heartiest appetites and deliver a flavor experience that's bold, memorable, and unmistakably Northwest. From the first sizzle to the last bite, every dish tells a story. Taste the trust. Taste the tradition. Taste Royal Ranch beef, proudly crafted and executed by our culinary trained professionals at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Always local, always better, always legendary.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. Take the road trip you've been dreaming of with an efficient new Honda. Turn heads with unmistakable style and sport-tuned suspension. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 2.99% APR on a 2026 HR-V.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
A new solar system model orbiting the Reach Museum in Richland is bringing our universe a little closer to Earth. Nonprofit Silas Education cut the ribbon for the Hanford Reach solar system, which at 80 miles is the third largest scale model of space in the country. The model is anchored by two 40-foot tall arches representing the sun in the Reach Museum's backyard. And planet statues and markers are scattered across our area, from the Tri-Cities to Prosser, from Walla Walla to Eltopia. People wishing to visit all the statue locations can pick up a solar system passport or find one online.
If you need to scan the map on the physical one, you can scan the map right there, and then you can follow where you're supposed to go. The passport it's an engagement tool. If a family wants to go explore for a while, they can take a couple days and go explore.
Wow, there are also prizes available for people who check off all of the locations on the passport, which are available for pickup across the area.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Solar trip on my list for the weekend. All right, satellite and radar. We've been dealing with this guy all day long, but look at this. The ridge of high pressure going to move on in. That's going to bring us drier, warmer conditions and finally some much needed sunshine. So goodbye to you, big storm system. Hello, sun. There it is. Look at magically, poof, it's gone on the radar. We got to love that. We were seeing a little bit of light snow on I-84, but it's virtually dried up as of now. So Futurecast shows a few clouds rolling through the area, getting through your Thursday. Pretty nice out there. Still going to be a little bit breezy, although Thursday night we do have a little round of rain coming through the Dayton and Walla Walla areas, with again a few snowflakes possible up in those upper elevations of the Blues. Other than that, skies clear and it gets really nice. Look at the rain totals from around the region today. Close to an inch in Sunnyside, little over 3/4 of an inch in Yakima fell today. And I know these numbers don't sound impressive, but literally we get 8 to 9 inches of rain per year. So to have this in 24 hours is pretty substantial for our area. Now that has caused an increase in rivers, creeks, and streams flowing out of the Blue Mountains into the Umatilla area, the Umatilla River specifically. That's triggered some flood watches and advisories for the area from the Palouse all the way down into the Blues of Oregon, into Lexington, Oregon, Walla Walla Tollgate. Now we are keeping an eye on the Umatilla River at Gibbon and at Pendleton, where it's going to continue to rise through about 11 o'clock tomorrow, and it'll cause some minor flooding. We're watching the Walla Walla River at Touchy. It's at action stage. But let's take a look into central Washington, the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg, 52 degrees there. The winds are still pretty blustery at 26 miles an hour, but the sky's finally starting to clear in the region. So that's looking good. All right, wind-wise, we're still blustery in Pendleton, Hermiston, and in Ellensburg, and just a little bit less, but still pretty windy through the Columbia Basin and Tri-Cities. Overnight lows tonight, staying above freezing. Yay, 41 Tri-Cities, 37 Yakima, 38 Pendleton, 40 in Hermiston. And our winds will pick up again tomorrow as well, especially in the Kittitas Valley. Anywhere where those mountain gaps come together, that's where we're going to continue to see those rain showers. Your daytime highs tomorrow are looking pretty good in the 60s. We're gradually going to warm up as we head into the weekend. So a little bit cooler, though, about 2-3 degrees here Friday and Saturday in Ellensburg. But then heading into next week, look at that. We're getting close to 70 degrees. Yakima also looking good. Lots of days of clear skies and sunshine. 72 by Tuesday in Yakima. Tri-Cities looking good. A little bit breezy through Saturday, but temperatures hit the 70s again on Monday. Here's what it looks like in Hermiston. Again, those breezy winds lingering through Saturday with temperatures warming up to the 70s by Tuesday. And for Walla Walla, look for that brief little chance of rain popping through in the afternoon. But after that, clear skies and pretty nice weather going forward. So good looking forecast. Today was our stormy day, the reset, and then we dry out.
Yeah.
So we, April showers, Mayflowers, that whole thing.
Yep.
We're almost to May. Can you believe it?
I can't.
A couple more days of April and it's gone.
I know. May will be the 5th month.
Right.
That means in June it'll be halfway through.
There you go.
Coming up next in What's Trending, you like pasta, I like pasta. Why is a pasta sauce company selling recording devices? We'll tell you about the surprising partnership and what they are hoping to capture.
Finally, spring is here at Northern Quest, and something big is blooming. It's the $70,000 Bloomin' Bounty giveaway. You could win $30 grand in cash and our 25th anniversary silver ticket that guarantees you a spot in any one of our upcoming grand prize drawings this year. So play daily with your Camus Rewards card to enter and earn 4 times entries every Tuesday to make your spring a lot greener. It's the $70,000 Bloomin' Bounty giveaway, only at Northern Quest.
Walla Walla Sweets Baseball has been a beacon of our community spirit for 16 seasons. But behind every swing and every catch lies a question: where do our players call home during the season? The answer is simple: with you, our incredible host families. It's more than just housing a player, it's about becoming part of their journey. Watching our players chase their dreams is incredibly rewarding. Become a host family and be part of something bigger than the game. Together, we are Walla Walla Sweets.
Go ahead, crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. And with USPS Ground Advantage, your packages stay in our secure network, dock to door, nationwide. For full visibility, near real-time tracking, affordable pricing, for peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage.
Lights on.
I didn't understand you.
Lights on. Morning.
Hello.
I'm so tired of being alone. Black coffee, no sugar.
Enjoy coffee.
Instead of building new ways for machines to talk to people, Chase is building new places for people to talk to people.
Hi, welcome in.
Hi.
With tech that's actually helpful and 5,000 branches in 48 states. Chase, make more of what's yours.
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell. Action!
Good morning, Northwest, number 1 in the morning. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
You will soon be able to preserve family memories with help from your spaghetti sauce. Is it Prego? Prego?
Prego.
Prego is launching a digital recording device meant to capture conversations at the kitchen table.
That's pretty cool. It's a partnership with a nonprofit called StoryCorps, which records and preserves everyday stories called the Connection Keeper. The small device can store 8 hours of audio.
You can keep the audio for your own prosperity or upload it to StoryCorps' public archive.
The Connection Keeper goes on sale Monday for just $20.
You know, having a meal as a family, so important.
Yeah.
We do it in my household at least Saturday or Sunday, period, no matter what.
Right.
You know, did you do that?
Good to have supper and everyone sits around and talks.
Yeah, we talk to the kids and talk to my mom.
We're more of a, TV tray household now.
Now.
It's me and my husband. What are we going to talk about every night?
Right.
The dogs?
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Skiing.
Anyway, all right, stay with us. We'll have a final look at your weather forecast as we head into a beautiful spring weekend.
Bring on the spring at the Honda Spring Event. Take the road trip you've been dreaming of with an efficient new Honda. Turn heads with unmistakable style and sport-tuned suspension. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 2.99% APR on a 2026 HRV.
At Nob Hill Casino, you just never know when your luck will change. When you sit down at one of our Vegas-style table games, the next hand could swing your way anytime. At Nob Hill Casino, we had 3 huge progressive jackpot wins in 7 days, worth over $114,000. What could pay out next? $100,000, $200,000, $300,000? There are huge progressive jackpots to be won, but you've got to get here to see how big they are today. You could be next, so grab a friend and join the action today at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals come to win.
One a day 50 plus multivitamins are formulated for your overall health with nutrients to support brain and muscle function. So you're not just setting the pace, you're one step ahead.
Next time, slow down.
One a day 50 plus, the one for you.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Dateline tonight on Apple Valley News Now's My Network TV.
And let's plan your day tomorrow. Now, those winds continue tonight, and if you look to the far right on the gust section, yeah, it's still going to be breezy, especially in Ellensburg. So another breezy day, not quite to the level that it was today, but you will be dealing with those winds. What you won't be dealing with, more than likely, are any rain showers. Walla Walla could see that little stray shower come through. It's not going to be too impressive, but possible. Temperatures a little bit warmer, just under 70 for Yakima and Tri-Cities and Hermiston. A little closer to the upper 50s and low 60s elsewhere. Friday, as we head into the weekend, temperatures again staying in the 50s and 60s. It's going to be dry. Winds look much better as we head towards the big weekend. And it is spring barrel tasting.
That's right.
All through Wine Country, Washington.
Yes.
So get out and enjoy that.
Thanks for joining us here at 6 and 6:30. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night. See you back here at 11.